Yeah. Okay. Welcome, guys, to the Watchlist podcast. I'm Eli, and this is Luke. On this episode, we're going to be talking about Oscar predictions. We got it all set up. We're going to talk about our 10 favorite films. But I think first, what we should do is, I think what we'll do every episode is talk about what we watched this week, which usually is a lot since we do
Yeah.
watch a lot of movies. So we're going to try and be brief about them, do like a little one or two liners about what we liked about the film and why you should or shouldn't watch it because we watch good and bad movies. So, Luke, you want to start us off with what you watched this week?
Sure. I mean kind of preparation for this. I watched If I Had Legs I'd Kick You, the Rose Byrne movie.
It was
Uh
I kind of liked it.
yeah, no, I liked it. It's like it surprised me because a lot of times with these kind of like nominees that are from a kind of an unknown director and they kind of slide in there, um you know, it's you kind of usually question the Academy, but this one's actually good. I mean, I kind of struggled with it because it's such an unpleasant watching experience.
Yeah.
Like, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's so good at that because you seriously want to turn it off. Like, there's like sound design in this movie that like will make you just want
Yeah.
to, you know, never, press play. But yeah, Conan O'Brien's in it, ASAP Rocky's in it. Kind of
Yeah, it's like
crazy.
super strange casting. It's
Yeah.
almost like Safdie casting
Yeah.
where they just have these like these famous people.
Yeah. And
And
yeah,
Rose Byrne is surprisingly good in it. She's surprisingly
she's
good in it.
really
And like
good.
I know her from like Bridesmaids and just all these
Yeah.
comedic roles. And it's
Right.
so weird seeing her like dive deep into this.
It's a really
Um,
intense because she's in like every scene. Like she is
yeah.
the whole movie. It doesn't work
I
if
also
yeah.
I also love how it's always on her. Like
Yeah.
you never really see the
You
daughter.
never see the daughter.
I
That
love that.
until
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
not to
Don't
spoil.
want to
I
spoil, but yeah.
don't know. But yeah, that's definitely it's a great choice because you hear the kid. You're with her and you're hearing the kid. And I think I wrote about this where it's the most incredible casting of that kid because it's the most annoying voice of
Yes, I know.
all
I know.
time. Yeah.
And it's one of those movies. It's one of those movies that's in the category of like movies that make you not want to be a parent. You know
Yes.
what I mean?
Oh yeah. I was
Yeah.
literally. Yeah.
Like you don't
I
want kids.
was. I did. Yeah. I don't know if I could handle all that. That sounds horrible. Okay. Not to spend too long on that. I watched For Class Jungle Fever, which by Spike Lee, starring Wesley Snipes. Really really good. Stevie Wonder did the original songs for like the whole movie, which is awesome.
Shoot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks really good. It's about like kind of a married man married to a mixed race woman, black man married to a mixed race woman, and he has an affair with a Italian white lady, and it's kind of um uh you know it's really interesting, and Spike kind of has a pessimistic view on interracial relationships with this. That's putting it simply, but really interesting. I watched that for school, so
Is that early Spike?
it's pretty early. It's after Do the Right Thing, I think.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's 1991. So I would say like kind of earlier, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, then I watched Surat for this podcast, which I I struggled with.
We have different opinions on
Yeah, we
this
do.
because I liked it.
Yeah, and I not like I like. There's a lot that I like. I think the lead Sergi Lopez is like really good. Like he carries this movie on his
Yeah.
back, and
Yeah.
there's parts of it that like look really good, and like there's a shot of like the mountains and then the stair with the
Yeah.
lights show it, like creates like a stairwell.
Yeah. That
Like
was
there's
super
good
cool.
stuff. I don't think it comes together. I think a lot of it kind of fails with its ideas and kind of just falls a little short, and a lot of the shock moments kind of didn't feel earned for me, and so it
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
kind of left my experience just a little not
Like the one on
quite.
the cliff, you don't think like impacted you?
That one was, a better one for sure, but I was just kind of like, I was mixed. I didn't love it. I'll say that. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't really want to spoil it
Yeah, yeah,
because like, most people probably haven't seen it. I don't. Its
yeah.
release was really weird. So yeah. But anyways, then I watched Parasite for class again. Obviously good.
Yeah.
Hot take.
Obviously. Yeah.
Good movie. The I really love the ending. Um, but it's definitely it's kind of a happy ending, and
Yeah.
you know I think that's probably why it kind of has this. It's almost kind of like Hollywood pandering in a
Yeah.
way, and that's kind of why. Um, Not that that's a an inherently bad thing, but it's interesting. I was kind of thinking about that while watching it again. Of like, why is this so popular in America? Like, my mom
Yeah.
loves this movie. Like, it's
Yeah, yeah. My
interesting.
parents, that was their first foreign film, and their
Yeah,
jaws are on the ground on the plot twist. Like
yeah,
they love that movie.
yeah.
Do you I know you love High and Low, right? So do you
Yes,
see the similarities between them?
absolutely. So my
Like
class was
obviously.
actually is the same class. I watched High and Low, and then the next week was Parasite. So
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely similarities in like it's a thriller, and there's like spatial commentary on
Yeah.
like it's kind of like obvious, but like they are different movies. So,
Yeah, for sure.
it,
Yeah.
but there's I mean I think Bong Joon Ho is probably a fan of High and Low.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know if I should count this. I watched the Thanksgiving trailer by Eli Roth that came out for Grindhouse in 2007. Silly little trailer, which I'm a fan of that movie, so
Yeah, I
uh,
love Thanksgiving.
it's kind of fun. Then I watched Cloud, Kiyoshi Kurosawa.
So good. It's so
Really
good.
good, really interesting to think about it as like a post-pandemic movie.
Yeah.
It totally lives in that kind of like the internet stuff is so interesting. The I was watching it. I guess my own kind of take with it is his girlfriend. That character is interesting, and I kind of had I I don't know. I don't think it treats her in the best way. She's kind of like the dumb girlfriend, and I thought it was going to like do something with that where like at the end, there's I won't spoil it, but there's something that happens, and then it's kind of like, oh, she's just kind of
Yeah, yeah.
but there she is a really interesting character in that I don't know if I totally love the way she's
Yeah.
represented,
I
honestly.
think to me Cloud was very like personal for me because I worked at a warehouse that did reselling, and
Yeah,
it's basically based around reselling.
yeah,
So that was interesting. And I also like how I thought of it was it almost felt like a school shooting movie. Like it had that same vein to me, where it's like these guys just have they don't give a fuck if they die.
right,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
They just have this like what's just shoot each other mentality. It's almost like a
right.
video game,
Yeah, there's like
which is
the
so
third
weird to
act
me.
is kind of bizarre. The ethics is super interesting in that movie. Like it's kind
Yeah.
of like a lot of gray areas, and like I don't think the bad guys are necessarily like, I mean obviously they're doing something bad, but they have like a reason, like this guy kind of like ruins people's lives sitting behind a screen, and there's that level of like the screen is like the shield, like you don't,
Yeah.
and then them kind of later in the movie confronting him face to face is kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
like that
Yeah.
shield doesn't exist anymore, and you have to face that.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
super
Yeah.
interesting. And then that last line, obviously cool.
Yeah.
Then I watched Ingmar. I woke up at like 8 a.m. and I was like, let's watch Ingmar Bergman's The Passion of Anna. And really major. I could talk about this movie forever, but I won't. Max von
Yeah.
Sydow, Liv Ullmann, and BB Anderson, and Erland Josephson, who was the lead in Scenes from a Marriage, too.
Yep.
So just kind of stacked. I think I saw someone said this is like minor Bergman, and I don't get it because it's so insanely
Yeah.
good. It's so good. It There's so many like levels to it. Yeah, go watch that. Then last night for class, I watched the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which is really fun and um, interesting to think about why that has such a it's the most famous like cult movie, so like why it has that. um and I mean it's kind of fun. I'm a fan of like B movies and like you know early
Yeah.
horror movies, and that's definitely like an homage to a lot of that stuff, so
Yeah.
fun. uh then I watched Sleepless in Seattle, which really funny, was shot by the same cinematographer as Passion of Anna. And
What?
yeah, and it looks really good. Like it's a really really well shot movie, and it's like a Nora Ephron rom com. Who I think Nora Ephron is
Yeah.
like really kind of the best at it. Um, and I love the father son dynamic in that movie. I think is super. There's nothing like it really. Like
Yeah.
um, so that's fun. And then this morning I watched the 1939 adaptation of Wuthering Heights.
I'm
Preparing.
planning to watch all the Wuthering Heights.
Yeah,
That's what I'm gonna do. And I'm reading
Criterion.
the book right now.
Oh, cool. Yeah, yeah, the
Yeah, yeah,
book. I mean, it's obviously a classic, but it looks good.
yeah,
Uh, yeah, this one's really good. Like, it's actually really good. It's shot really well. It's the same cinematographer as Citizen Kane, and there's a lot of like deep focus. Um, it's really well shot and uh, good. It's a little over expository in places where like it's kind of like they're kind of explaining shit that kind of like dampens it a bit, but
yeah,
you know, but yeah, that's it.
yeah. I mean, I didn't watch too much this week. I've been kind of busy with stuff, but I watched John Wick Chapter 4, which
Nice.
I'm not a huge fan of the John Wick series, and I know
Okay.
you are.
I am, yeah.
I think John Wick 1 is the best one. Um,
Interesting.
I think it's very interesting for me going through the John Wick series of like I'm just not a big action head to where it's just like so much action to where it's just like turn your
Yeah.
brain off to me.
Yeah.
So it like gets to a point like I think it was 3. I really liked like the rainy New York setting. I fucked with that heavy and the dogs of course.
I think three's my
But then
favorite.
like but I think like an hour and a half in, you're just like, okay, we're just doing the same thing. And he's like, it's also
Yeah.
like the thing where it's like John Wick should be dead at this point. Like he
Yeah.
should be dead. Like there's moments where people stand over him with a gun and he's gone. He's like, he hands him a gun. He's like, I don't want to kill you like this. I want to go out battling. And
Yeah.
then they get killed. I'm like, okay, bro. So yeah, I watched that, and then I did watch Surat as well, which I love the sound design, and I'm just a sucker for house music in general.
Okay.
I'm a big club guy, so I just love
Yeah.
house stuff, but it's also like that's not really what it's about. It's just like a backdrop, especially in the beginning. But I just like the journey into the desert feels like it feels bleak. It feels really bleak to me the whole time. There's like a
Yeah.
sorrow that lingers over me the whole time. Like the cliff scene like shocked me. I was like, what the fuck? Like I was verbal about that. Um, and I really like the ending as well. I think it's amazing. And like that the spot in the desert with like again, it's so hard to like talk about movies and not spoil, but
Yeah, it is.
just watch the like the whole ending part in the desert where they're trapped, I guess you could say. Um,
Right.
I like
Which
the
is a long
ideology there.
kind of part of it.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
long bit.
But yeah, it's well
Um,
done.
and then I watched Hayao Miyazaki's Sherlock Hound two episodes he made for that compilation.
Yeah. How's
Which
that?
has like less than 1,000 members on
Yeah.
Letterboxd or something. Um, the animation is so cool. I love old 80s anime.
Yeah, the
Like I
hand
just love the
drawn.
look of them. Um, and I think it's just it's fun and quirky. I don't rate those because it's just 2 episodes combined into one thing.
Okay.
So it wasn't like anything crazy. And you don't really see like Miyazaki as a director in it. Obviously, he's just hired to direct 2 episodes, so it's nothing too crazy. And then end of the month of January, I watched An Elephant Sitting Still, which
Oh, bro.
was
That
peak for me.
that's
Like that was
crazy.
so good. It was so good. I think it culminates everything that I want to be as a director. of like the utter nihilism, like I was talking to you, how he was influenced by Tar, and Tar was like his mentor, and Tar was with him throughout the whole creation of the thing, and even helped release it in the whole 4 hours after he died. And it's also like you can't separate. It's one of those few movies where you can't separate the director from what he's saying. Like the whole time, like you know that Hugh Bow killed himself after, so it just feels like a 4 hour suicide letter, and so you just
It
pay
is.
more attention to every little thing. You
Right.
know, like you're like, okay, this is how this director thinks about the world, and it like makes you think like, wow, Earth sucks. Like being a human sucks. Like there's
Hmm.
a lot that goes into it, and he deals with like affairs and familial issues, and it's just like nuts. And like the ending is there's like a shot at the end where it's just silent for like 3 minutes. We're sitting there, and they finally made it to where everyone's been leading, and it's insane. And it's also really cool how you like it follows four characters, and they'll pass each other through moments, and they'll meet each other, so they're all
Mm.
connected in these different ways. And it's like long shots like Tar, but it's all handheld camera, and every single shot is like right next to the characters, like you're right next to them.
Right. Is it all? It's
There's
all.
not
Is it
really.
all handheld?
It's all handheld, and
Really?
they're like 15-minute shots. They're
Wow.
like super long shots, and a lot of times there's no dialogue. You're just watching these people walk through the streets, and it's a very cloudy day. It all takes place in one day. And it's like a very
Wow.
cloudy day.
That's cool.
It's like it's so
Yeah.
depressing,
I love movies that
but
just
so
take place in
amazing.
one day.
Yeah, it's one of those movies where you want to cry the whole time, but you just can't. Like it like contains it.
Okay.
Um, and there's really good monologues in there too. Like props to the actors for being able to know lines for that long, for 15-minute takes. And then I rewatched Clueless right after. I needed a little pick me up.
Yeah.
I need a little pick me up. I love Clueless. I think Clueless fits in like the same category for me as like um 10 Things I Hate About
Mm-hmm.
You and Legally Blonde, like those type of movies. And they're fun. I just don't like love them as much as like other people.
Yeah.
They're guilty
Fair.
pleasures, but I'll give them 3 stars every time. Like that's
Okay.
just how
Not
it
like.
goes.
Okay.
And then I watched Logan Lucky. I'm like
Oh yeah,
big on
Soderbergh.
Soderbergh right now. I'm big on Soderbergh right now. I'm
Yeah.
watching a lot of his stuff.
Yeah.
Um, I like him, but I don't think Logan Lucky is like his best work by any means.
Yeah.
It's
It's
just very basic. The cast is insane
yeah.
though.
It's a
Like the cast is like
crazy
the
cast.
Avengers. The cast
Yeah.
is like the Avengers. It's nuts.
Yeah.
And it's actually very funny. Logan Lucky is a very funny movie.
It is. Yeah.
In a lot of ways.
Have you seen his
And then I
iPhone?
watched.
Like
Yeah,
Soderbergh's iPhone movies?
yeah,
Which
yeah.
ones?
I saw. Fuck. I saw the High Flying Bird. Right? Is that what it's called?
I
The
don't know.
basketball one, or
Oh,
something like that.
okay. Right.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But yeah, I like Soderbergh. I'm getting more into him. I'm this year. I'm focusing on watching a lot of directors. Like I'm focusing on directors. Like I'm trying to get into Rivette right now,
Mm, yeah.
who's like something I'm super interested in. And then I watched Dante's Inferno, which is like the oldest living feature film. That's the
Yeah, the
oldest,
first
I guess.
film that was shown in its entirety because there was films before it, but those were split up into different
Yeah,
screenings.
yeah. So it's super good. Like there's parts where I'm like, how do they do this? Like it's super. Like they show giants, and it's like you'll see a big foot right next to these people
Oh yeah.
walking, and then the giant will pick up the humans and place them into the next sector of hell. So yeah, it was pretty cool. It's like it's also like it's all takes place in hell, so it's like pretty scary. You see like 100 extras all naked, like screaming in flames. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
Um, and then this morning I watched a trilogy all today. Um, it's the Devilman trilogy. It's an old 80s 90s anime. And it got adapted into a actual anime later. But the first one is insane. Like it's like one of my favorite animated films ever. Like the direction, I've like, it's very rare for me to notice like good direction in an animated film. Um, and it's really good because it focuses on it has this it feels like a psychological thriller in ways. But then the second and third one just go into full action, which again I don't like. So it kind of took a mood switch. But the third one in particular, which I just watched before getting on this call, is so is probably the most messed up animated film I've ever seen. Like you're seeing
Wow.
like kids getting murdered and beheaded, and
Hey.
I saw it on TikTok. I saw a clip on TikTok, and I was like, oh, okay, I want to watch this series. So yeah, that's basically what I watched. I wasn't too into it, but now we will actually get into the topic of the video, which is Oscar predictions. I've always been big on Oscars. Like every year, I make a ballot, and my parents pay me $10 for every prediction I get right. And I always kind of trick them
Damn.
where I have two choices where I'd be like, okay, this is what I want to win, and this is what I think will win. And if either of those pan out to win, and I get the
Yeah,
ten
that's pretty
dollars,
good odds.
so it's a little easier way. Yeah,
Yeah.
good odds. Especially when you watch all these movies, because I watched a lot of
Mhm.
2025 movies, and so I have a good sense. But always the Oscars, always sometimes
Yeah.
they're predictable, but sometimes they're not.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
um,
I did.
yeah,
I remember I watched like 2022 and 2023 Oscars. I think I watched every single nominee, and then, or maybe 2023, 2024. But then last year, I like kind of was like, because they nominate some just like bad stuff where
yeah,
it's just like,
Wicked,
yeah, yeah, last year. I mean, I
Wicked,
did watch Wicked,
yeah,
last, unfortunately, but that is something that's not this year, which is
yeah, yeah.
interesting because it got a lot of
I like a lot of the
craft.
nominees here. I like them.
Yeah, yeah, there's
I like the representation of foreign films this year. Like there's a lot of
definitely
good foreign films in other categories. Like for example, Kokuho, which we didn't see. But
right.
like that's I never heard of it before it got nominated. I never heard of The Lost Bus before it got nominated. I'm like, where are these movies coming out from? Like
Yeah,
what?
the Lost
Like how
Bus
do I
is
not know this stuff?
I know.
Like what?
Yeah, really funny.
Um okay, so we'll start with actor in a supporting role, which I'll name
All
them
right.
off is Benicio del Toro for One Battle After Another, Jacob Elordi for Frankenstein, who I think won what is it, the Golden Globe?
Yeah.
Jacob Elordi won the Golden Globe.
Yep.
Delroy Lindo, which is like a big surprise for Sinners.
Awesome. I
But
love that he's nominated.
congrats to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. That wasn't predicted. Sean Penn for One Battle After Another, and Stellan Skarsgård for Sentimental Value. I think you'll notice, guys, throughout the video that me and Luke are pretty high on Sentimental Value.
Yeah.
That's a pretty high movie for us. So, yeah. So, Luke, what do you have predicted? What do you want to win, or are they the same thing?
It's not the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, like you said, sentimental value. I'm gonna be riding. So give me Stellan. I want
Yeah.
Stellan. Give me Stellan. Give him the
Yeah.
Oscar. He's like 100 years old. Just give it to him.
Mhm. Yeah.
No, but yeah, I mean, I would love to see him win. I mean, Delroy Lindo would also be crazy, but he's not going
Yeah.
to, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Um, Sean Penn would be cool. I mean, it was a good performance. Kind of a big moment, and then Benicio, but Jacob Elordi will win, which is really kind of bizarre. But I think he's gonna win.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm on the same road where like I would like Delroy and Stellan to win, but like it's a stacked category for me where I think Sean Penn's performance is the best I've seen of the decade as a supporting and as a lead. Like I think it's the best performance I've seen all decade. So unfortunately, I do predict him to win, and I want him to win.
Really?
But I also do know that Jacob has a good backing on it. I just it's really sad to me that like Sean hasn't won a thing throughout the whole award season. But for some reason, I feel like the Oscars are gonna give it to him on this one. I don't think they're gonna value Jacob as much.
Yeah.
Also, Jacob's like also you got to think Sean Penn has already won two Oscars. The Oscars love him despite like Sean Penn's opinion of the Oscars. Um, but I'm gonna go on a limb and say he wins it. But even if he doesn't, I would be fine with all five of these people winning, honestly.
Yeah, me too.
Um, but again, I don't think Benicio has a chance with Sean Penn there. Like I think Sean Penn easily
Yeah,
clears
yeah,
Benicio, um, and Delroy is just too limited of a role.
yeah,
But Jacob is great in his limited like dialogue sense. He does really good.
yeah. But
And
it's a
Stellan
very
is, I mean,
physical performance. What Jacob
yeah,
Elordi's
exactly.
doing,
Which
and
again, Oscars like
yeah,
physical
but they
performances.
do they like when they're like, because he's fully covered in makeup. I don't. I wonder like if that's like I feel like it's a thing they don't normally go towards, but
Yeah, exactly.
but I think he's just getting a lot of steam and traction in the award season, and I think I don't know. It's weird because he's pretty young, and like all these guys are definitely like vets. So there's like that, but I I don't know. I think they like Frankenstein. I think the Academy likes
Yeah,
Frankenstein.
yeah.
Uh, so you know,
Interesting. Okay, so we'll go to actress in a supporting role, which is famously Elle Fanning in Sentimental Value. Inga Ipsbot, oh my gosh, Ib's daughter Lilias for Sentimental Value as well. Amy Madigan for Weapons. Wunmi Mosaku for Sinners, and Tiana Taylor for One Battle After Another. I think that Amy Madigan will win. I think she will win. I think the Oscars love her performance.
if
I
Amy Madigan wins this fucking Oscar, I'm not watching. I'm turning it off.
I think she will win. I do like her performance. I think it's like one of the worst out of this category. Um, but I think she has again like similar to Jacob, where she has that physical role. She's like she's very out there.
Yeah, it's
Also
out
just
there.
having an actress in a horror movie win is kind of not really heard of.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing that made me pick Amy is her win in the Golden Globes. I think that just tipped it over the edge for me.
Did she
But
win?
yeah, she won.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she won the Golden Globes.
Oh
So,
no.
but I predict her to win, but I don't want her to win. And it was between Elle and Inga for me, but I want Inga to win. I mostly because I think her performance is better, in my opinion, than Elle. I think they're both great, but I there's something about when I think back to Sentimental Value. Inga's performance is it's subtle, but it's so human to me. I think it's the most human performance out of these nominees for supporting actress. Um, she's a new face. I would love to see a new face from Norway win. So, I mean, that's what I have for supporting.
Yeah. So I was in a similar dilemma, but my one true love, Elle Fanning.
Yeah, I knew you were
But
gonna pick Elfan.
yeah, yeah. Because I was just like between them. Okay, Inga is genuinely incredible in that movie.
He's so good.
Like insane. And maybe I probably think it's a better performance, but the idea of Elle Fanning winning an Oscar, that that just like pulled me
Yeah,
over. So I
yeah,
was like, all right, let's pick
yeah,
her.
yeah,
I mean, but Elle Fanning also is required to do something so interesting in Sentimental Value. That's so where like she's kind of supposed to be bad,
yeah,
like in the
yeah,
movie,
yeah.
and she is. She feels
And
so
her
out of
accent too. I like
yeah,
her fake Norwegian
yeah,
accent. It has like this little lisp to it. It
yeah. It
reminds
doesn't
me
really
of like
work,
yeah, yeah.
but
It
it.
reminds me of May December. You
Oh
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah. I mean I think they're both. Yeah, Inga is like kind of you. She's. It's hard to say like there's a takeaway from Sentimental Value, but Inga probably is it.
She
And
better
then
get more roles. Like that's a
oh
big
yeah,
thing. It's
everyone in
just
that
putting her on the
movie.
map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't have the heart to put Amy Madigan, so I put Tiana Taylor as who I think is gonna win. Which I don't think is. I think they're probably like the top two. Um. Yeah, and she's good.
I
I would
have
be
I
fine
have a
with it.
problem with I like Tiana Taylor's performance, but I just have a problem with giving someone the Oscar when she's in so little of the movie. You know what I mean?
That's
Like
fair. She's a big
she's in that first
impact
act.
though.
She's big in the first act for
Yeah,
sure.
like
Um, I don't know. I just think Amy Madigan is just way bigger, like of a physical force, and is just like bigger on the
I mean,
screen.
she's only in the
Like
third act.
you can feel her. Sure, sure. But I think I, when you're basing off of first and third act, I think people remember the third act more. And
Yeah,
she is a huge deal like
yeah,
throughout the whole movie.
unfortunately.
She's like a presence. And like when you see her, also she's just so creepy to me.
Yeah.
She's weirdly unsettling.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't have anything against Amy Madigan. I don't like her character at all in the movie, and like what that, like, just on like a taking a step out and looking at the movie and like looking at her character, I think is like the worst part of that movie. Her performance is what she's being asked to do. She does well, and she's like a cool person,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like I'm glad that this will get her more roles. I think for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe that prequel or whatever. Weren't they talking about like a
Yeah. Yeah.
prequel or something?
Yeah.
I hope that doesn't happen, but whatever. I don't know. Tiana Taylor. People talk about her in that movie though. You know, like people talk
Yeah.
about that first act a lot and her running and like just a lot.
Yeah.
But
Her
I see what
running.
you
Yep.
mean. It
Yeah.
it could go either way.
Okay. Next is animated feature, which I know Luke has seen. Basically, what have you seen? One of them.
I've seen K-pop
Um.
and I shouldn't even have watched that.
So, I will start. I think K-pop will win, and I want it to win. Um, I think it's like pretty much a lock for it to win. It's like such a that movie was such a big deal this year. I mean, you can hate it or love it. Like, I think it's pretty obvious how big K-pop Demon Hunters was. Um, and I mean, I don't love K-pop Demon Hunters. I had a really cool experience rewatching it. I was driving as I was moving to Austin. I was staying with these family friends of my parents in Denver, and they have a bunch of little girls, and we're K-pop Demon Hunters came up at the dinner table, and they were like raving over it, and it was so cute to see these little girls love this movie, and I was like, we should all watch it together, and so we all watched it. We're all singing the songs together. It was like a really fun experience. Um, so I understand the impact of it and why people do love it. I mean, I don't think it's like the best made movie, and I mostly love it because of the music. I'm a big music and film guy, and I like the music. It's really fucking catchy. But then I'm looking at like Little Amelie's, Utopia 2, Elio, and Arco. Like I don't give any of them over a 2.5, and K-pop is a 2.5 for me. So it's like it just happens to be the best. If this was sitting in any other year of the Oscars, it would not be my pick to win to
Yeah,
to want to win. But yeah,
that's
I guess you
fair.
would have the same stance because that's like all you've
Hold
seen.
on.
Okay, here we go. Your
Hold
prediction.
on. All right. Well, I think it's gonna win because
Yeah.
of how that like it was, dude. I at my school, we were walking on campus and just heard this. There's this huge crowd, and we're just like, "What's going on? Let's check this out." And it's like a dance party where people are like jumping in and doing the dances to K-pop Demon Hunter songs, and they like the song would play and everyone would jump in and they all knew the same choreographed routine. I've never seen anything like that. I mean, it was huge. It's and I like, I yeah, people talk. It's a big movie, obviously. I think it's gonna win. However, I don't want. I watched this. This is the only one I watched. Not a fan.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm not into K-pop personally.
Yeah, me
Um,
neither.
or well, yeah. Anyways, and then I looked up like the movies, the other nominations, and Little Amelie or the character of Rain is an independent film. So give me that. I want that to win.
Yeah. I actually it's funny when I watched that in theaters, I decently enjoyed Little Amelie. I just think it's like it tried too hard to like make you cry, which
Okay.
I hate when movies do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I understand it's an independent film. It's also beautiful to look at. It's a really good
There we go.
animated. Yeah,
I
it's
wouldn't know,
beautiful to look at.
but
Um again, I haven't seen Arco, but I think if I did watch Arco, I think I would probably like it more than K-pop. Like it just seems like a movie I would probably like more. But again, I haven't seen it, so I'm not gonna really pick it. And then we're gonna go to animated short film. I've only seen two of them.
Yeah,
Um,
I think me too.
but I think this like looking up like the movies, I I'm gonna pick. I think what I'm gonna do is like if I haven't seen all the nominees, I think I just have to pick what I want to win as something I've seen. Which out of I only saw Butterfly and Retirement Plan. I think I'm gonna pick Retirement Plan over Butterfly. I don't know. They're both not amazing.
Yeah,
Like it's just really, it's really
they're
hard.
both
Like
kind
I
of
don't
just
really.
like all right.
Yeah, they're all right.
uh,
I think Retirement Plan just has a slight edge because I think the way it goes about it has a little more emotion to it. And Butterfly's like animation style, while it's interesting, I think it feel this you might get this where it just feels blurry. Like it feels like the whole screen's blurry, just because the animation's so wonky and
yeah,
like
it's like a slow
hand drawn.
frame rate.
Yeah, but I think I'll pick the girl who cried pearls. I
As
don't know
to
why.
win.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
don't know why. I haven't seen
Yeah.
it, but I'll just pick it to win. We'll see
Word.
if we'll come back to this. We'll see how many points we score. So,
Yeah.
yeah, what about you?
I I same. I picked retirement plan. Pretty much exact same reason. Just because I was
Yeah.
like, I'll pick one that I seen. And yeah, I don't know. I think it could win too. I picked that Butterfly would win because
Okay.
I just have a feeling that like I don't know I don't know it was like I looked at the odds and it was like in the middle, and usually I think they go that way. So that was my logic
Okay.
there.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, we won't spend too much time on that category because we're not
Yeah.
very well versed, but the next one is a category that's new to the Oscars, which is casting. Um, Me and Luke were just talking about this before we were recording. It's kind of insane that Sentimental Value didn't get nominated, considering that they have four acting nominations. Nonetheless, it is Hamnet for casting, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, and Sinners. So, Luke, what do you have
I think
picked
this
out?
category is it was like the toughest one for me to pick.
I
I don't know
agree.
if you felt the
I
same
agree.
way. Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
I was actually surprising, and I don't think you felt this way. I almost
Yeah.
I did not pick Hamnet, but I almost picked Hamnet because I think that
Okay.
casting is really like the kids and like Noah Jupe
Yes.
and whatever the other one, his brother. Um,
Yeah.
you know, I don't. No one else could have done it the way they did it. I
Yeah,
think, and
I
then
agree.
obviously, two of the best
Jesse. Yeah.
actors working right now. Um,
Yeah.
but I decided that I wanted Marty Supreme to win because
Okay.
it's like the it's just awesome. I mean, it's kind of like
Yeah.
obviously awesome casting, and there's like things like Mr. Wonderful, who like I, that guy like sucks, and like I would never think I want to watch him, but he's like really good in the movie.
Yeah.
He's really good in the
Yeah.
movie,
Yeah.
and obviously like Tyler the Creator and Penn Jillette is in the movie.
Yep.
Shout out
Yep.
Penn Jillette. I've met him before.
All right.
uh, and but I think the biggest surprise was Gwyneth Paltrow in that movie.
Mhm.
Who that's like my
Yeah.
favorite Gwyneth Paltrow role. I think she's
Okay.
like steals the movie and is so good.
Okay.
And then I think they're gonna pick Sinners to win.
Okay.
I you
I
know
I'm I'm similar to you. I think I want Marty Supreme to win
okay.
for the same reasons that
Yeah.
you have it,
Do you
where
like
it's just
Gwyneth
like
Paltrow in that movie?
I do. But I'm not as high as you are on
Yeah,
it.
some people
I
don't
think
are mixed.
it's just a limited role, but I like what she's doing there. It's just really hard when all the scene she's in is with Timmy, and Timmy is just so fucking good in it. Um, but same thing, like some famous celebrities that don't act are doing some great stuff in it, and it's perfect. And the thing that pushed me over the edge is Odessa. I
Yo,
think picking
of
Odessa for
course.
I think picking Odessa for that role, she's so good in it. So I'm really
Snubbed.
annoyed. I'm really annoyed that she got
Yeah, me
snubbed.
too,
Like I
actually.
think she could have easily put it, and I actually think I probably might have picked her
Fair.
to win.
The scene where he tells, it's like the joke where he's like, I pull out, and like that joke, and then she starts breaking down, crying, is
Yeah,
like, at that moment, I was like, this, who is this girl? Like, that's incredible acting.
yeah. I think she's like such a force. She brings so much energy
Yeah.
to the
She
to the
matches
the
him
screen. Oh yeah. And I think the other thing, I've seen Odessa before. I watched a TV show with her on Netflix and she was super good on that. Kind of similar role, which I'm not surprised that they picked her. I also was watching like her casting tape and I was like, wow, like she's so good in the casting
for
tape. I would
Marty.
nominate her. Just yeah,
Oh, cool.
she was like what they did is she self like
Yeah.
self filmed herself in the booth scene, like when she was
Oh,
in the booth.
wow.
She was getting in there and she's like super like stressed out, and I was like, okay, Odessa is like so perfect.
Yeah.
I think one battle will win.
That's fair. I think that's a. I was
It was
between.
between that and Sinners.
Yeah, it's one battle or Sinners because I mean Sinners has Miles Catan, is that his name?
Yeah,
And
yeah, he's
then
amazing in it.
one battle has Chase Infinity, which is like two like phenomenal finds. Like you just found the like best talent ever.
Yeah, you
Like
struck gold there.
insane. So like yeah, one of those is gonna win.
I think the only reason I lodge the difference between them is that Michael B. Jordan is in every movie of his, so it's just like that was just like
Okay,
a for sure casting.
interesting. I
Whereas like Leo, this is his first time working for PTA, and
right.
it's in a role that I think is built for Leo.
Yeah,
And everyone in their small roles, like Benicio is so funny, and
yeah.
just everyone's so good. So
It's
that's
great.
why I picked One Battle over Sinners.
I kind of was like I think one all right. I shouldn't I think one battle is gonna win a lot of awards and I
Yeah,
don't think Sinners is gonna win as much. So I think they're gonna like give Sinners this one. That was
yeah,
my
okay,
mindset.
that makes
Uh
sense. That makes
okay,
sense.
but also Marty Supreme, we didn't talk about Endo, the
Yes.
Japanese ping pong player. That's
Yeah.
incredible. Like because he's
Yeah.
like a real deaf ping pong player. He
Yeah.
doesn't speak and
Also famously, Robert Pattinson is the voice of
right, yeah.
the commentator.
Shout out.
Great casting there.
Great casting.
Okay, next is costume design, and I think this is like pretty straightforward to me. I think Frankenstein will win, and I want it to win. I think that's pretty straightforward for me.
Okay.
Um, I think Guillermo del Toro is just so good at building a world, whether it's costumes or production design, and I think the Academy loves him. And I think I'm just like looking at like costume design. Like again, I love Marty Supreme's costume design, because I think it fits the era it's in, and like Marty himself is pretty interesting, like what he's wearing. Same with Gwyneth Paltrow. I like their costumes, but I think Frankenstein is pretty much a lock for me.
That's interesting. I think it's gonna win for sure.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, they love Del Toro and yeah, no, it's good. There's good costumes in it, for sure. However, give me Avatar, Fire and Ash, Oscar winner
I
Avatar,
knew.
Fire and Ash.
Yeah,
Just give it something. And
yeah,
I mean, costumes are sick. They do cool stuff. Cool that it's nominated in this category because I feel like it would get overlooked just because of the visual effects and all that.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, this should have been nominated for Best Picture. I really
I
just wanted
agree.
to win something.
Over F1, I think it
Yeah.
should have been nominated
Oh, like
over F1.
clearly. Oh, we'll get into that, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, film editing. I think this is one of the most interesting ones to me, I think. This is one I was really thinking about a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Just like I was replaying the movies in my head with the editing. Um, so I predict one battle to win, and this is mostly because of the chase scene at the end. I think it's edited so well to create tension. I think that in itself is like using the climax to the best of the ability and the editor going absolute ham. And really close to predicting, I was really close to Marty Supreme just because it's so high voltage and it's always doing something with the editing. But hear me out. This is a crazy take, but I want F1 to win.
Oh,
I
interesting.
want F1 to win because I think my experience in IMAX watching F1, the editing is just so fun. I think it's so fun, and I think there's interesting shot selections with the editing. I think is
Yeah.
just really fun to me. I think it's my that's my like most fun pick. Like I could have picked any of
Right.
these, but I think
Yeah.
F1 is just so fun with the editing. Like that
There's
must have
yeah.
been a blast.
I mean it has good editing. I didn't there's parts of it that I wasn't crazy about. But
Yeah.
I do think it's gonna win though.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I think it's gonna
Interesting.
win. I think
Oh, okay.
they're just going off vibes here, I guess. But I
Yeah.
think if it were to win any category, I think it would be this one. And
Okay.
I I don't know. And it's interesting because I want one battle after another to win.
Okay, so we're
You know, that's
flip-flopped.
yeah, we're flip flopped. I think it's like perfectly like I mean, there's so many like technical things in one battle after another that are kind of like how is this even possible? Like how is he doing this? That end
Yeah.
sequence. I mean, you could talk about like I mean the cinematography in like I can't even fathom how they managed to pull that off. Um, and it's yeah, I think I don't know what else to say other than like it's edited
Yeah.
literally like perfectly. I think I don't know if they'll recognize. I might there's a good chance it just gives it to it, but I don't know. I think because F1 maybe is a bit more flashy, like it's like an action
I
movie, and
agree.
so it's fast. And I think
Yeah.
they kind of and it obviously cuts to like reaction shots or like the people in the pit crew area or whatever. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's where my head was at.
I think a big sleeper here, what made it ultra hard for me for editing was sentimental value there.
Oh, interesting.
Like
Yeah,
that made it very interesting for me, but I kind of had to base it off of the reason why the editing is so good is because the screenplay is so good. And I've always loved Joachim Trier's movies. Obviously, he's my favorite director.
yeah,
But I think the editing is it's just hard to recognize a movie winning editing when it's just rooted in drama, right? There's nothing crazy happening. I think just where he chooses to cut, how long he's staying in a scene, like the idea of that long shot at the end and how he explains it earlier, like how it's edited, and also just like cutting back and forth between people, like especially the conversation between Elle and Renata was very
yeah.
interesting for me when
Total. Yeah,
we're sitting down.
100%.
Like the editing is just good. Like it's
It's
just so solid
incredible.
through and through.
Yeah,
So that was really hard for me to think.
yeah.
Um,
No, that's
I never really
fair.
thought of Sinners for it. I never really thought of Sinners for it.
Yeah,
That was
I
like
have
the one
some
outlier.
issues with that one too.
Yeah,
Um, I mean, it has very good editing, and
yeah,
I just it wasn't like the top for me. I was actually closer with Marty with
yeah.
editing. I think the editing is really great. I think actually I almost put that as what I think they'll pick, kind of for similar reasons as F1. Um, and it is I think is edited better than F1 personally.
Yeah,
um,
I agree. I only choose F1 because it's a fun choice.
it is fun.
Because like you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
was just like, you know what? Fuck it. Like I'm going F1 on this one. I think it's fun
F1. You know
choice.
what? Best
Whatever.
picture F1.
Yeah, F1. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, what you'll see, bro.
Oh, all
Okay,
right.
we'll go into international feature. And this one's very interesting to me because a lot of people can win here. Um,
Ah,
but I mean, I have to go with my gut and say I want and choose sentimental value. I think I don't know. I think people are high on that movie. I think I think just it's rated super high. People love it as a story. Joachim Trier's trajectory, Renata's trajectory, it's all like leading to this one thing, and the fact that it's nine nominations. And the other thing is I was gonna pick It Was Just an Accident, but it's not nominated for Best Picture. So I was like, and Sentimental Value is not gonna win Best Picture. So I was like, you know what? I think they'll give it to Sentimental Value because it's nominated for Best Picture, but it won't win.
Yeah.
So they'll give them international.
Yeah. I have an opinion. I mean,
Okay, here
in a
we go.
perfect world, Sentimental Value runs away with 9 wins. Okay, but
Yeah,
uh,
obviously.
and I wanted to win. It's my favorite movie of last year. Um,
Yeah.
I think The Secret Agent is gonna win, and I think that that movie has been gaining more steam, and Sentimental Value hasn't really been picking up any. It's a big movie. It's tough. There's just something in my brain that's like, oh, Secret Agent is kind of like gaining traction, and I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
the Academy just like fucks with it. So
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of a shame that the voice of Hind Rajab is there. That movie
yeah,
is.
I wasn't a big fan.
I understand why they put it there.
Yeah,
For sure. Um, okay. Live action short film. We're getting back to the short film, which is again, I've only seen two of them. But I predict. Okay, I'm going a little crazy here. So, out of the two I've seen Jane Austen's period drama and Two People Exchanging
yeah,
Saliva.
same.
And I think Two People Changing Exchanging Saliva is better than Jane Austen's period drama. And so, for that reason, I'm picking it to win, just because I think it's a longer form. I like the black and white. I think it's just a more rounded story. But I want Jane Austen's period drama to win, just for the fucks of it, because it's hilarious.
I know. I
I
almost
was
did that too.
I was like, this is funny. Like as I was watching it, because like I obviously before watching it, I knew it's called Jane Austen's period drama, and then the fact that it's actually about a
Yeah,
period was just really funny. And I was thinking the whole time watching, I was like, wow, this really got nominated for
yeah,
an
yeah. Me
Academy
too.
Award.
I was like,
This would be so
interesting.
funny if this won.
It definitely looks like expensive in a way where like you can tell they have like funding for a
Yeah,
for it, and I mean it's an
yeah.
Oscar now, but yeah, I mean I was like, oh, this is cute, this is chill,
Hmm.
uh, you know. Um, I think Two People Exchanging Saliva is gonna win as well.
I agree. Yeah.
Wait, did you say what you want to win?
What I want to win is period drama, and what
Okay,
I
and
think
then
is going to win is Two People Exchanging
oh,
Saliva.
okay. So,
Yeah, yeah.
uh, I want the singers to win. And I have not seen it. But I read the description and I was like, "Oh, that sounds cool."
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's yeah.
Again, we're not going to stay on that one too long. But next one is makeup and hairstyling, and same thing with costume design. Frankenstein. I predict it to win, and I want it to win. Um, Again, like I'm comparing it to the ones I've seen, which is Sinners and Smashing Machine. I haven't seen Ugly Stepsister, and I haven't seen Kokuho. Smashing Machine, I'm not super into it. uh like I understand. I think it's the way that The Rock was talking about it just like pissed me off. He's like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
I was in the chair for 6 hours." And I'm like, I can still tell it's The Rock when I'm looking at it. Like I don't care if you have hair. I don't care if there's little scars on your body or whatever. Like this is you. Like it's not too different, whereas I think Jacob Elordi disappears behind that mask, and I think it's just it's I also like the fact that he is in the chair for so long, and the way that Jacob Elordi's talking about it is makes me like it more
Yeah, cooler guy.
compared to The Rock. Yeah, I like Jacob
Yeah,
Elordi.
I love Jacob Elordi.
That dude's a handsome fella for sure,
Yeah,
for sure.
definitely, Um I think Frankenstein's going to win. I think it really is going to it's taken over the craft categories. But and
Yeah, I agree.
I would be totally happy with it winning, um, because it is very good, makeup and hairstyling. But I just kind
Yeah.
of like, I don't know. I fuck with Sinners, and
Okay.
I would prefer Sinners to win that Oscar.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like Sinners better. I was not like a very big fan of Frankenstein, and that kind of
Yeah.
sways
Me either.
me when I like don't really like the movie as much. I'm just kind of like,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
rather like the movie I like to win. But by the category, like I am fine with Frankenstein winning makeup.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
and I haven't seen
Yeah.
the other two, and the Smash Machines makeup. I don't like when the Oscars just nominate makeup and hairstyling for like when they have a guy who just had like a bunch of prosthetics done, like the whale, Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
It's just kind of
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I, it's like
Yeah,
fine.
for
It's just a
sure.
little like showy. I mean, it's obviously, yeah, it takes a lot of talent, but
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure. Okay, we're getting to my favorite categories, which is original score, because I love
Okay.
music. And we've got uh, Bugonia by Jerskin Fendrix, Frankenstein by Alexander Desplat, Hamnet by Max Richter. I've always loved Max Richter. I listen to his music all the time. And I mean, that song at the end is like huge,
But it's not original.
huge. No, which is interesting.
Yeah.
But I guess the rest of the score is. But I mean,
Yeah.
that song has
But
been. I've put that song in scores for my own movies. Like I
right.
make scores for my own
Totally.
movies, and I've put that
It's
in
a
there.
great
So
it's a
what has?
great piece. And it
Oh,
works
it's
so
amazing.
well in Hamnet. For how famous it is, like I when I think of that, I go to Hamnet now. Um
Yeah, I agree.
but it's kind of the most iconic piece from the movie,
Exactly.
you know.
Yeah.
And it's not original.
Um, and then we got One Battle After Another, Johnny Greenwood, and
Yeah,
Sinners, Ludwig Göransson.
two goats.
Um, I want Johnny Greenwood to win, and here's the reason why: is the Radiohead's my favorite artist, and so I just want them to win an Oscar.
Yeah.
Like I love Johnny Greenwood. I'm just obsessed with Radiohead. They're my biggest thing. And I think Sinners will win. Just 'cause the hard thing is I like Sinners score more. I listen to that score all the time. Um, but the only reason I'm picking Johnny is just because of Radiohead. That's the only reason I want him to win. Um, but Ludwig is fucking insane. That dude's on another level.
Yeah, I mean, but I was torn between Johnny and Ludwig. Um they're both Johnny Greenwood's score is like, how the hell does that work? Kind of like insane, and I
Yeah.
love that score a lot. Um, I I think Sinners is gonna win, and I also want Sinners to win. I think
Okay.
they're both like right there
Yeah.
for me, but Sinners is a lot more music forward, and it's about music in a lot of ways, and
I agree.
so the
I,
score
I think
rips. So
I think Sinners like that climax scene in the middle of the film, like that song itself, like could win an Oscar every year.
yeah,
Like that song is just so insanely good,
yeah,
and performed and like choreographed and everything. I think one thing that's not talked about enough is Bugonia's score. I think Bugonia has a very interesting score.
yeah.
It's like kind of weird. I think a lot of his scores are very kind of weird. You
Yeah,
know, I think like Poor Things. Like when I think back at Poor Things, I'm like, oh, that's a very interesting score.
yeah. It's a great
So
one.
I mean, Begonia is great. I mean, Frankenstein is not even in the question.
No, I don't
And
think that
then
score is very
Hamnet
good.
again is Hamnet. Hamnet again is because of he has that big song already,
Yeah,
and that's what
really
does the heavy lifting
interesting.
for me.
Yeah,
I know.
but
So I guess they're the rest of the music, I guess, is original.
it is, and it's good
So
too. So
yeah, but I think Ludwig goes back to back.
yeah, it's
I
looking
think he's
like
doing
it.
it. I
Yeah,
think he's doing it. And he's doing what he's doing the
Odyssey.
Odyssey, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he'll
Yeah,
win that.
yeah. He
he'll,
literally.
he'll,
It's
he'll,
gonna.
he'll win triple.
Yeah, it's gonna be Oppenheimer again. He's just gonna win everything.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Okay, original song. We have this is a weird category. Dear
yeah.
Me
It's
from Diane
this is
Warren, Relentless.
this is the
Like what
worst
is this?
Oscar category like every
I
year.
agree. Yeah, I agree. Yu Hain Lee Hee Dong Name and Teddy Park. Like I don't understand.
Wait,
That's
what?
for Golden. That's
Oh,
for Golden.
oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. And then I Lied to You, obviously from Ludwig. Sweet Dreams of Joy. Um, that's weird to me. Like I've never heard that. and then Train Dreams from Train Dreams. Like, okay, like
Train
whatever.
Dreams.
Um, I predict Golden to win, and I want I Lied to You to win.
Same here. We got
Yeah,
the
I think
same.
that's like I think that's pretty
Yeah.
easy.
Was that the first
Like I
time we
think
picked the
Golden,
same?
yeah, I think that's the first one to pick the same. I think that's just like the most obvious to me,
Probably,
for
yeah.
sure.
I mean, so there's a
I mean,
weird thing with the
Golden's
Oscars where they love Diane Warren. I don't know if you are aware of this.
no,
Yeah, for some reason, like she gets a Best Song nomination like every year for no
she's
reason.
the Meryl Streep of music. She's
Yeah,
the Meryl Streep of music.
for the Best Original Song category. Yeah, but
Yeah, I don't think she has a chance against Golden though. I think Golden is the shit. Um, Cinematography. I love. This is very interesting for me. Cinematography is very interesting this year. And I have some crazy picks.
uh-oh.
But I'm interested to hear yours first.
All right, I have okay. There's two here that I think are clearly a big step down, in my opinion.
Yeah. Hey,
Um,
and this is your field too. You're going to school to be a cinematographer, so everyone should
sort of.
listen to Luke's opinion here.
Yeah.
So this is okay. Let's hear it.
Right.
I think I know. I'm guessing you think the step downs is Frankenstein and Train Dreams.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
If you go on TikTok, maybe someone will say Train Dreams has the greatest cinematography of all time. But
Yeah.
yeah. I personally, I think One Battle After Another has the best cinematography. I think it's really
Yeah.
incredible. Kind of obviously, you know, there's, I mean, you could go into it. There's like a lot. I mean, the driving scenes, there's the scenes in, I always think back to the scene in the Underground Railroad situation with Benicio del Toro, and it's all a Warner through, not that I love Warners, but that's just, I think it might be my favorite scene in the movie is when he's just going around and introducing everyone by name to Leo's
Yeah.
character, and he's charging his iPhone and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant. What I want, and I also think it's gonna win.
Okay.
That
Interesting.
yeah,
I have completely different.
yeah,
So, I think, or what I want to win is Sinners. I love the Sinners cinematography. I love the clouds. I love the
yeah,
aspect ratio. I love all that good stuff. I love the choreography and the dance sequence. I like the whole climax with the vampires at the end. I think is really good.
yeah.
I think the jumping
Outside,
shot. I think the jumping shot with the guy, the vampire who's burning and he's walking to the house during that sunset is gorgeous. I think it's just a really well shot movie. And again, I do think One Battle is really good, but I think Train Dreams will win. Unfortunately, I think just I I know. I just think
it.
it'll win for some fucking
Yeah, it's not
reason.
a bad
Like
take.
I think it's because like we both don't think the cinematography is good, but for some reason it's just those crisp images
Yeah,
or whatever. They're weightless to us, but to them it's like, oh, this is fun to look at. Like
yeah.
this is
No,
beautiful. And so
totally.
the Oscars are going to be like, sure, we're giving it to Train Dreams. So I
Yeah,
think unfortunately that's going to
I
win
think that's
in
a
my opinion.
good take, honestly. And I don't even think it's like bad cinematography. Like it's like totally fine. I think Frankenstein is worse. Actually, like the cinematography, I think kind of like
I agree.
ruins that movie. Like it's pretty
I agree.
like I need to be on set and like I want to hear the conversations happening
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
those decisions. But um, I think that's fair. It's just kind of like it's like a wallpaper. It's like a nice wallpaper.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think that train that's the only chance that Train Dreams has. That's the only thing it's gonna
True.
win. It doesn't have any shot. And like Sinners in One Battle already are gonna win so much stuff. And then
Yeah.
I don't know. I think a lot of people think cinematography is all about like how the image looks.
Yeah.
Like sure that's part of
Or
it,
like
but
how
there's so
pretty.
much more that goes into it. Yeah, how pretty it looks. Like that's not all that cinematography is. So that's interesting. And now we're getting into another arts and craft thing, which is production design. And again, I'm going Frankenstein. I think it owns the arts and crafts this year. Like,
And it feeds into kind
um,
of like it's great production design, but is kind of, in my opinion, ruined by the cinematography.
I agree. I'm the
Yeah,
same way.
like
I'm the
it's
same way.
so it's kind of like I like maybe in a different version of Frankenstein, I would, you know, like be super passionate about Frankenstein winning this category, but it's just kind of like it's kind of, and I feel the same way about Wicked, those movies, even though
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
a little more complicated and worse with Wicked,
Yeah.
but
And so I predict Frankenstein to win. And I mean, looking at it right now, it's very up in the air. But what I have here is I want it to win. I don't know why. I think it's like I like the interiors that Del Toro's working with. I think Del Toro goes into a film when he knows that he has good production design. I think he focuses more on the production design, the costumes, and all that before he even thinks about cinematography, which is what I think is where he goes wrong a lot of the times.
yeah,
So I mean, I'm just looking at like Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle, and Sinners. They're not like as out there for me. Like I think, like for example, like One Battle. Sure, I like the whatever the bunker stuff with the where he's walking down
yeah,
to
yeah.
the house, and that was interesting.
The
Um,
Christmas something.
yeah, Sinners. I like the little rented house they have, but I think Frankenstein. I like the stone, and I like the marble and all that stuff, and I like the underground where he holds Frankenstein with the little creek. I think
Yeah,
I prefer it, I guess. But I mean, it's up in the air. I think Sinners and One Battle are also super good, and like they're all good. I just think Frankenstein is just more fluid for me.
yeah, fair. I think Frankenstein is going to win. I'm almost certain, but I really want Marty Supreme to win. I love the
Mm.
production design in that movie. Jack Fisk, like the goat, did that and recreated like what is it, 1950s
Yeah, 50s New
something,
York. Yeah,
New York.
yeah, 50s or 60s. It's one of those.
Yeah, I mean there's like all of the New York scenes are really immersive, and I really love the Pendulet, his house, and like that whole
Yeah,
area, and kind of like all the exteriors, which you know they're so good, and there's a lot of interiors too that are like the hotel, and there's a lot of stuff.
yeah,
I like it feels like a very production design movie, like they're creating like
yeah,
that time.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
I think a lot of the
yeah.
times it falls flat for me, where I'm not, production design maybe isn't like the most important thing to me in a movie, but like so but this one, like, it was really so good, it enhanced it for me,
Yeah,
and yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yep, Marty Spring.
Yeah, I mean, Frankenstein is just gonna swipe all these people from
Yeah,
fucking arts and crafts. So again, we're at sound, um, which I mean, I was really close to giving it to. I wanted Surratt.
yeah.
Like I was really close to giving it, but again, I think and I want F1. I I think
That's
F1 sound
actually
design is
crazy.
really. I think F1 sound design is really good. I really like it. I
Yeah,
think again, with all these categories, One Battle and Sinners, they're such good movies, where it's like they could win all these.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I like them in every category. I don't think they're in a category where they don't deserve it. I'm just having fun here, and F1 and IMAX theater, and you
We're
just
having
hear every
fun.
little click and step of the pedal. And I think what's also very interesting is having like their collaboration with actual F1 to make it realistic was huge for me. Where it's like, oh, this isn't just like a Michael Bay movie. You know what I mean? This is a we're taking it to the like Lewis Hamilton was a big producer on the project, and he was even in the editing room, and he's like, that's not what it sounds like, and he would make them change it, you know so I think F1 is just the editing is powerful for me, and I think the sound is very like
No,
exhilarating,
it's
so
the
I
sound's
like
good.
it for that
Yeah,
category.
No, the
Yeah,
sound definitely
yeah,
is like it makes it. In the theater, it
yeah,
was cool. Like that's why you're
yeah.
going is the sound and the
Again, I haven't seen F1 outside the theater. This, my opinion, could totally
right.
change if
I
I
feel
saw
the
it at
same with
home.
Seurat actually, where I'm like, if I saw that in the theater, like maybe
Yes, I
a
agree. I would have
completely
probably liked
better
it a little more.
experience. I kind of didn't watch the best copy of it.
Yeah, I'm
So
watching it on my laptop in my bed, and I'm like,
yeah,
it's good as it is, but imagine on crazy speakers. So yeah, I
yeah.
agree.
Um, but
So what do you have then?
I think F1's gonna win, but
Okay, yeah,
and I went one battle after another. Honestly, I
yeah,
really love the sound design in that movie. I think it is so great. I mean, there's like the devices they carry, and that carry such like a significant weight. I think.
yeah.
Um, and I mean, you could just point at like literally everything that happens in the movie, and it's like incredibly well done sound design.
Again, it's like with the cars, they did great with cars this year, like
Right.
that end chase scene. Like the
Yeah.
way it's not as like realistic, but it
Yeah.
has like this. It's like this dimmed. It's like the acceleration is a little dimmed, and then as you're going out, it like has this like whoosh
Yeah.
sound to it. And
You feel
you
it.
can feel the wind.
Yeah.
It's like it's more like you're outside the car, whereas F1 you're inside the car. So they're completely like different experiences, which I guess it's up to preference. But I mean, I just want F1 to just do
Sweep.
something crazier.
F1 sweep.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna win Best Picture, trust me.
Sinner's also very good.
Um, yeah, Sinners is
Yeah.
amazing too. And that's also that's it's a movie based around music.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
like
why I like
if
almost picked it, but I don't know.
if they're focusing on music, like you kind of have to focus at sound at that point too. Like it's like you're hyper focused on that as well.
Yeah.
So it's super good. I mean, why the hell is Frankenstein there? I have no clue, but we'll figure it out. Visual effects, we got Avatar: Fire and Ash, F1.
Come on.
That was strange to me. Jurassic World Rebirth, The Lost Bus, and Sinners. I think I want and think Avatar.
Oh, really? I want the Lost Bus, personally.
What?
No. It's
No way.
Avatar.
Yeah,
Obviously,
Avatar.
Avatar. If Avatar, I honestly think there's a chance Avatar does not win this category, and I think that is insane. I don't think it's crazy
You
to
think?
say that it's close.
What would you put second? Sinners or?
I think F1, like Sinners, honestly,
Yeah,
or F1
I would
because
agree.
like fuck it. But I mean, I think Avatar's gonna win. I think it'd be stupid not to
Yeah,
think that, but I don't think it's crazy to say that it's kind of
yeah,
close.
yeah. I think that's the basic one for me. And we're
Yeah,
both high on Avatar as a
yeah,
franchise,
incredible movie.
which it's always so. I don't understand people who don't like it. Like I don't
Yeah,
understand these
I talked
people.
to so many
Like
people about it.
my mom is like, it's so long. Like I went to go see Wave Water with my family, and she was asleep on my shoulder the whole time. I'm like, oh man. And I saw Avatar: Fire and Ash, um, IMAX 3D, and that
Same,
was nuts,
insane.
nuts. I don't know what I'm interested to hear your opinion of Avatar in 3D because immediately it felt very like that first shot when they're flying. It felt outside the screen, and then as the movie went on, I felt like I didn't get as much three-dimensional stuff where it was popping out of the screen as much as that first scene. That first scene was like, oh, this is so 3D. And then as the movie went on, I didn't notice as much of that stuff because a lot of the action was maybe in the distance. Maybe a lot of like the whales or something are flying laterally instead of towards the camera. So it was interesting to me
I think there's
that the
still
3D.
some stuff throughout. I mean, the like real third act sequence is not really.
Yeah,
I think that's you know, um, probably why. I mean, I think there's like moments throughout where it definitely does. Um, it's a long movie. I wasn't bothered by it personally. I don't know.
no, I
Like,
wasn't bothered by it. I just wish it was out there more.
oh,
You know what I mean?
interesting.
Like
Yeah.
that first scene. I'm sure you remember that first shot. Like
Hmm.
whatever, I forget what they're flying on, but it felt like they were right there. Um, and I also watched that movie at like 11 p.m. So I got home at like
Yeah.
4 a.m.,
Damn.
which was
Yeah.
like it's a nuts thing. Okay, now we're getting into probably the best part of the Oscars, which is actor in a leading role. We're getting to all this stuff, and Timothy Chalamet for Marty Supreme, Leo DeCap for One Battle, Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan for Sinners, and Wagner Moura for Secret Agent.
Shout out Ethan
I will
Hawke.
go first. I will go first, and I want Ethan Hawke to win.
Yeah, hell
Um,
yeah.
I love his
He's
performance. I
awesome.
think to me, I think to me, it's the best performance of the year. Um, Unfortunately, I don't think he's gonna win, but I just wish he
No,
wins.
he's
Like
not.
I think Ethan Hawke is so good in that.
Yeah.
Honestly, he's so good where I'm thinking again. I'm thinking why isn't Blue Moon nominated for makeup?
Or
Like
like every category.
yeah, Blue Moon is so
It's
fucking
an
good.
incredible
Um,
movie.
and Ethan Hawke, like the reason I like him so much in that is because the movie is him. Like
Yeah.
with if Ethan Hawke does an okay performance, the movie is shit. Like the fact that Ethan Hawke, like I actually think it might be Ethan Hawke's best performance I've seen. He is so good in it. I like how short he is, how like he's like a degen. Every emotion in his eyes and his face, like you can see the
Yeah.
desperation of his friend, like he's so jealous.
Yeah.
The conversation with Margaret Qualley in that little closet room. Oh my
Oh
God.
my
I was like,
god.
what? I was like, what is this guy doing
You
right now? Like,
feel
and
everything from his. I mean,
he
it's
does.
so thick with speech, that movie, like incredibly dense. And like what he's, what you're kind of feeling and kind of like the layers is all from Ethan Hawke. Like it's all
Yeah.
him, you know, doing like all, yeah, like what you, like you said, like all-time great stuff. And I think that's a great pick, honestly. I love Ethan Hawke.
It's so good. But I mean, I think Timmy will win. I think it's his year. I think it's a movie crafted for him. He's been winning all the awards. I think it's pretty much lock at this point. I think he should have won last year. Um, and I think the
I agree.
Oscars are kind of regretting not giving it to him last year because all that AI stuff came out about Adrian Brody,
Yeah.
which got a lot of backlash. But I think Timmy, he's 30 years old now. I think he's done enough. He's solidified himself as an A-list actor, one of the greats of our generation, one of the few greats of our generation. Um, he's so good in it. I think it's really fun watching him work. But again, I think Ethan Hawke. This might be crazy. I think Ethan Hawke blows him out of the water. Like I think there's something about Ethan Hawke's
Interesting.
performance that is like otherworldly to me. Like Blue Moon as an arc, as a story, isn't the most interesting thing in the world to me, but I think it's
Right.
very singular,
Narratively. Yeah.
and I think narratively, um, I think it's maybe the most interesting romance perceived this year in 2025. Like his like dire need to get
Yeah.
Margaret Qualley, and like she's very friendly, and she leaves the bar to go to a different party, and you kind of have a feeling no one's going to go to Ethan Hawke's party. It's like, he's so good.
Yeah.
I could
It's,
talk about his
I
performance
know.
forever. It's so
Yeah.
good.
It's great.
But I'll let you go. I'll let you go.
Great movie. All right.
Oh
I,
gosh. Do you think
I,
Michael B. Jordan?
no.
No.
I want Timothy Chalamet to win. I'm a big Timothy Chalamet fan, and
Interesting.
I love him. Like I'm a big Timothy Chalamet fan, and I mean I don't know if I would definitively say this is his best performance, but like it very well could be.
I think Call Me by Your Name might be
You're
for me.
right, like that one's, and he was nominated too. I mean Bob
Yeah.
Dylan also like awesome.
Yeah.
I
Super
mean it's
good.
Bob Dylan, so I mean, well, whatever. Yeah, I mean what he's doing. I think he's doing a lot of like like he's so good on this movie, not only from like an energetic standpoint and like just carrying the energy and being that like charismatic, I mean, force in the movie, but
Yeah. Yeah.
you I mean there's that when he looks at his baby at the end of that movie, like,
Yeah.
I mean there's so much built into that moment, and it doesn't work if you don't feel all of those things at one time,
I
and
agree.
and then there's kind of like him being like coming from like a Jewish background and carrying that, and um, you know, being kind of like obviously the narcissistic thing, and kind of like believing in himself, and that maybe naivety, or like um I mean, he nails the character of like,
I
it's
agree.
all been said. However, I think Wagner Mora is going to win.
Really?
Yeah. And I mean,
Wow.
this is probably a bad take, but I was like, you know what, fuck it. Like, I think he's gaining steam, and I think Timothy Chalamet. You said it's 30, it's his time. They don't, like, to them, to the Academy, you got to be like 50.
Yeah.
Like, and I think he is a really Timothy has a great chance of winning, and I hope he does. But there's something about Wagner Moura that I think people really like him, and I think that movie's just, I think it's doing something, and I really could be wrong
Interesting.
here. And it's a
I wouldn't be
really,
against it, honestly.
yeah, it's a
I
really
wouldn't be
great
against it.
performance. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
really, um, he's doing a lot in that movie. Again, like, kind of like the other, like, Ethan Hawke and Timmy just carrying that movie completely. Like, it just
Yeah.
falls apart without him. And
Yeah.
um, you know, fuck it, Wagner Moura.
Do you think since you wanted Timmy, do you think Timmy had a better performance than Ethan, or do you just want him because you like Timmy?
Um, they're like the same probably. I mean,
Yeah.
like, if I
Yeah.
had to pick, maybe I would pick Timmy.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're both like I love those performances so much. It's
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
picking
Yeah.
my children, but yeah, I don't think it's crazy to say that it hit like Timothy's performance is better. I don't think that's like crazy to
Yeah.
say.
No, no, no. Yeah, I don't. It's all. Yeah. Okay. I'm also just higher in Blue Moon than I am Marty Supreme,
Yeah, that
but
I mean
that's
that
just.
just has sway in its of itself, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Actress in a leading role. Jessie Buckley for Hamnet. Rose Byrne for If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. The most strange thing I've ever seen is Kate Hudson getting
Shout
nominated for Song
out
Sung
Kate
Blue.
Hudson.
Renata Reinsva for Sentimental Value and Emma Stone for Begonia. First of all, I do before we pick, like, Kate Hudson getting nominated over Chase Infinity is just really insane to me. I mean, I haven't seen Song Sung Blue, but I think just looking at the poster, I can tell like it's just not something that's like Chase Infinity is so good.
It's a movie.
Um, she should have been nominated for sure. I think Emma Stone is just killing it. Like she's probably the best actress working right now. She's just, but I mean, I love Emma Stone. I want to see her be in something working for a different director for once. Like I want to
Yeah.
see her do something else. I think she just works really well with him. Um, Renata Reinsva, I mean, she's my goat.
Yeah.
She's the main character of my favorite movie.
Yeah.
Um, Kate Hudson, I mean, again, like what are we doing? Rose
Greatest
Byrne coming from
actress.
comedy is just super good. And
Yeah.
Jesse Buckley, I mean, I predict Jesse Buckley to win, which I probably assume you do as well. But I think the most interesting part is what I think's gonna win. Or what I want to win, which you probably think I was gonna pick Renata, and I'm not picking Renata.
Interesting.
I want Rose Byrne to win.
Really? Okay.
Um, because I think Renata is really good. Um, it's just I just like the idea of Rose Byrne having a Oscar in her hand. I think that's just really interesting, and I think Renata's just she's really early in her international career, like as a big figure, like as a great actress, and she'll have a lot of roles coming up. Like
True.
I'm really excited for her in Fjord this coming year. Like I think she'll get nominated for Fjord as well, and she's in my friend Kane Parsons' movie The Backrooms. Um, she won't get nominated for that, but anyways, Rose Byrne is just so good, and I like her in it. She, I think her and Jessie Buckley kind of have the same like trajectory with like what they're supposed to be doing in the movie. They're both dealing with like grief, but in a different way. I think Rose Byrne's dealing with grief of having a child, whereas Jesse
It's like,
Buckley's having grief of losing
yeah,
one.
it's like reverse
So
grief.
it's like reverse grief. Um, I just like Rose Byrne. I mean, her running into the waves is just
Oh
like
my god,
ult,
that
just
that
ultimate.
moment, holy fuck! Like
That
a
moment is so cool.
that's awesome. I love that.
See, that's like a physical thing that you can be
Yeah,
tangible with. Of like, she had to go all into that. Like, those aren't fake waves; those are
and
actual waves crashing into her. I'm sure she got hurt or something. I
I
wouldn't be
know,
surprised
right?
if she got concussed or something.
Yeah,
Like that looks like it hurts.
it looks like it. No, it
So
really looks like it hurts, and it's
yeah,
such a long scene too, which I love. I love that that scene is as long as it is because in another movie that could so easily be like 30 seconds or something. Um,
yeah,
I love that moment. That's fair. And then, so you think Jesse Buckley's gonna win?
yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's a lock.
I agree. I also want Jesse Buckley to win.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
I mean I
her performance
was
is amazing.
I yeah I mean it's really good. It's she's I think
Those screams, man! Holy cow! How do you
yeah
get to a spot like that? How do you get to a
yeah
as an actress? I don't understand.
yeah. There's I mean the moments where she's even just like laying in the woods or the stuff in the woods and with the children or even like watching Paul Mescal, William Shakespeare.
Yeah,
uh, yeah, and she's one of my favorite working actresses. Um, I'm very
yeah,
interested to see her in The Bride. I don't know if I'm super excited for that movie.
yeah,
Honestly, I'm I'm
yeah.
optimistic, but I don't know. I hope it's
I think
great.
it'll be better than Frankenstein.
Yeah, I
I think it'll be better than Frankenstein.
I think
But
it might. Yeah,
on like honestly, like looking forward, like I'm not really excited for 2026. Like there's nothing like huge. But usually the movies I end up liking at the end of the year are not like the movies that are we know about right now. Like the movies I'll probably end up liking at the end of 2026, I don't even know right now.
fair.
For example, right?
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
Avengers Doomsday. Like I'm not excited for Avengers Doomsday. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah. I
But
mean,
yeah, Jessie Buckley is so good.
yeah,
She's so good in it.
yeah. I would be totally fine with her winning. No problem.
Yeah. Okay. Writing, adapted screenplay. This is like my
Yeah,
my thing. I mean, not adapted, but this is my little niche thing. Uh, because I spend all day writing scripts, so I I think the big difference between us as watchers, because we're always talking about movies. Like every day we're texting, we're talking about movies. I think the big difference between us is like I focus on like more emotional like writing moments, and you're really focused on cinematography and directors more than
and
writers.
yeah, and editing.
Um, which I think there's always nuance to that, right? Like obviously I like movies that have good directing, and you like movies that have good writing. It's just maybe we're focusing on different things. And adapted screenplay is very interesting this year. I mean, Frankenstein is not that good. Train Dreams is again it's trying
Yeah,
to make you cry. I don't like Train Dreams
yeah. Bad screenplay.
as a I don't like that script
It's a bad
at
script.
all. Hamnet's a good script, but I think I predict One Battle to win. I think it's the most consistently funny, and I think it has really like that movie is the most quotable movie of the year to me. I always am,
Yeah,
and like I'm always acting it out.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
some really fun moments. I think like the whole dialogue between Leo and the guy on the other side of the phone is really cool. I like the little insert of Benicio saying the time, like just little things like that. It's like that must have been such a fun script to write. It's also dealing with a lot of political issues, and I think it does it very well. Um, so yeah, I really like One Battle, and I think it will win. But though I might not be as high on the movie, I want Bugonia to win
wow,
because I like that script.
it's a great
I
script.
like it.
Yeah,
I think the the things that are being said are very strange. Like the way that they're talking, like I don't know. Like I like Emma Stone's like transition as a character. I like her whole thing, and I forget the boy's name, but like
Jesse
before his big
Plemons,
scene, and not Jesse Plemons,
his
the
brother.
his friend, yeah,
Oh,
his brother or
yeah,
his
his
cousin,
cousin, right?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah,
His scene in the basement. I'm not gonna
yeah, yeah,
spoil
yeah.
it, but like
Of
that
course.
monologue is so good.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah,
fuck with that
yeah,
so
yeah.
heavy, and just the banter between Emma and Jesse Plemons is super fun. Like the dinner scene, I like the dinner scene. Um, I
Yeah,
think it's a great
that's an
script.
awesome
I,
scene.
I mean, I don't like the movie as much just because I predicted the ending and it just didn't feel like a big shock as to me as everyone else. Um, but I mean, I love the script. I mean, I'm not docking the script on making it predictable. I'm docking it on I know who the director is more so.
Fair. I mean I think it's a really good script. I think and this is not like saying anything negative about the script, but I think that script becomes like so effective in the movie because of the performances and like I think the
I
going
agree.
back and forth of like, oh, is she? Like, oh wait, no. Oh wait, is she? You know, um yeah, I'm not going to give that away, but I think that's a cool pick. That would be awesome if it won.
Yeah, I want
Frankenstein,
that.
bad script. Train Dreams,
Yeah.
bad script. uh, Hamnet, I it's a good script. I kind of feel similarly where like those performances and everything take it to like what it is, you know. So I
Yeah.
wasn't. So I think One Battle After Another is just a great script.
You
And
predict it and you want it.
yeah, but for both, yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense. Original screenplay. This is more my forte because I write original screenplays. I'm not adapting stuff. They're two completely different games to me. I mean, with adapted screenplay, I haven't read any of the source material, so maybe if I had read all those books or whatever, then I would have been a little different on my opinion because then I would probably base it on how they adapted it. But original screenplay, we have Blue Moon. It was just an accident. Marty Supreme, Sentimental Value, and Sinners. This was really hard for me. I think this is the hardest category for me just because I care about it so much. Like this is the category that comes up. I care more about this than Best Picture. Like this is like the biggest. This is Best Picture to me. Um, so I, it was. I would go through them. I think like it was just an accident is a great script, and I think the backstory of that script is beautiful.
Yeah,
Jafar Jafar's like story is really touching, and I think we need that in cinema. Like the censorship is really bad, and
yeah,
we're very lucky to be in America and stuff like that. So I mean, great script. I like that stuff. It's very script heavy too. There's a lot of talking, but again, I think a lot of the talking is a lot of small talk. It ends up being so I'm not huge on like on it. I think it's just like doing they did small talk pretty well. Marty Supreme again, it's like why I love Uncut Gems as a script. You know, it's just very it's all over the place. It's tackling a bunch of characters and they're all super unique. The way they speak is different. Like Mr. Wonderful has a very certain tone to what he's
yeah,
saying, and he's more businesslike and more straightforward. Whereas Marty is more of a fuck it, I'll do it, whatever. And that was actually a very influential script. Like just like what Marty as a character. Like I love Marty's character. Like having no backup plan, which is like how I want to live my life. Like having no backup plan. Sentimental Value again. Joachim Trier and Escobar make amazing scripts. Every script they make, like from Oslo. Oslo is maybe their best script. I think Oslo is probably their best script. It's better than Worst Person. I think it's like very
wow,
depressing, but Sentimental Value is like something else. And Sinners is amazing, and I predict Sinners to win.
okay,
I think Sinners. I don't know why. Like I don't think it's the best script out of there. But I have a feeling it'll win. I don't want it to win. I want Blue Moon to win.
yeah. I thought you were gonna say that.
Um, yeah, I think I want Blue Moon to win just because how much heavy lifting that dialogue is, and I know how hard dialogue is. Um, and just the way like it's so dialogue heavy. Like it's nuts. So I mean,
That's
that's the
totally
biggest thing
fair.
for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's
And the
it's
way they're speaking too. The way they're speaking in Blue Moon. Like when he has that conversation with that poet author in the corner. Like the way he's speaking is very,
right.
and then the bartender is very, he's like he's the middleman. Like he's almost constructing the
Right. It's
conversation.
like a play.
Right? He's
It's like a stage play.
yeah, it's like a play. So
Which is
it's
so
I
interesting
I
that it's
love
not adapted, you know.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's
But
all. That's almost cooler to me.
yeah,
Like you're
it kind
writing
of
you're
is.
writing a play in a feature format, which is
Yeah.
so cool to me.
It's really and about uh playwrights and,
Yeah.
uh
Also, I think the research that goes into that script is probably very immense.
oh
Like
yeah.
Linklater probably. I mean, he's been thinking about this movie for so long, but you can tell he's well versed in this like category of time and
Yeah,
plays. To where it's like, okay, like I could never write this because I don't understand this world as much.
totally. And you could tell he has opinions about it too, I think, about that time and kind of like um yeah, that is a great script. It has to be sentimental value for me though. I think that script is so crazy good. I don't even know how.
Yeah, I agree.
Like I was just like, wow, I'll never write anything that good ever. There's just like no way. Like that's such
Yeah.
a fucking awesome script. I think Sinners is gonna win too though, and I kind of like I'm like yeah, I it just feels like that's the Academy. I think they like Sinners, and I like more than these other movies. So like
Yeah, I don't
that's
see them giving it to anyone else. I mean, again, if it was just an accident one, I would be
right.
like ecstatic.
But
I
it's
would be
not
like,
nominated
yes,
for Best Picture. It's I don't think they're
exactly.
gonna do that.
And
So
I think Marty Supreme is probably the like to me has like to me is
probably.
like my least favorite.
Oh
Probably
really?
my
Okay.
least favorite. Yeah. I don't know. It's again, it's a great script. It's nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah.
But like I'm looking at sentimental value and I'm like, I
Yeah.
love Joachim Trier stuff. Like again, like I think if you watched Oslo, like his first or his
Yeah.
second movie,
Yeah. I
like
should.
it's nuts. It's nuts. Okay, we'll go to the last two, which is directing, which we have Chloe Zhao for Hamnet, Josh Shafty for Marty Supreme, PTA for One Battle, Joachim Trier for Sentimental Value, and Ryan Coogler for Center. So, what are you thinking about this category? I think they're all pretty great.
Yeah, they are. I okay. I put Paul Thomas Anderson for both.
Okay.
And I could easily go Trier, but I don't know. I think I mean, there, yeah, I could go Trier honestly, but Paul Thomas Anderson is like using all of his skills in this movie as a director, like to the max, I think. And I just
Yeah.
kind of like overall, it's such an insane like achievement on like a technical directing side that I was just like it's undeniable, I think. And
Yeah.
yeah, and I also think it's gonna the Oscars are gonna like it. So
Yeah. I have it winning as well. Um, the on- the only reason I'm not as high on it is because Phantom Thread's my second favorite movie, and I think it's better directed, in my opinion. I love Phantom Thread. I think
yeah.
it's like maybe the most perfect movie ever.
Okay.
Um, but I think it's pretty obvious I want Trier to win. He's my favorite director, and I want my
Yeah.
favorite
Yeah.
director to have
Yeah.
an Oscar.
No. Yeah. Totally.
Like
I
like
hope I
he
I hope he wins. Like
yeah,
that would
like
be awesome.
there's something about Trier winning a directing thing is like my life can be complete. Like this is so amazing.
Yeah.
But it's just hard with a foreign director
Yeah.
versus PTA who's never won one and he's
Yeah.
deserved one multiple times.
Yeah.
It's like they're gonna give it to him. Like it's just I think
Yeah.
it's pretty obvious. Like Ryan Coogler is doing amazing stuff, but again, he's very early in his career. He's not as vet material as PTA is, and PTA has like proven himself since he was 17 years old that he's a good writer director.
Yeah.
Like that dude. That's my favorite thing about PTA is like that dude's been goaded since he's in high school. Like that dude wrote Boogie Nights at 17 years old. I mean, this is just he's on a whole nother level. Like I think he's one of the few prodigies that we have. Like a lot of these people are good,
Yeah.
But like Ryan Coogler went to school. Like he learned how to do this.
True.
And
Yeah.
PTA is born like this. PTA is
He
born
really
to.
was just born to do this.
So yeah, I mean Chloe Zhao, she's already won, right? Chloe Zhao's already won for
Right, for
uh
Nomadland, which kind of goes into
Nomadland.
whoever wins Best Director wins Best Picture usually.
Yeah.
So yeah, not to like
Okay, well, on that note, we'll go to Best Picture. Actually, before we do Best Picture, I thought it would be cool if me and Luke discussed, because Best Picture is usually like the most popular movies, and there's other stuff that comes out that's not really recognized. We both have our top tens ready, of what we would have nominated. So it's a little strange because like what we would have nominated might be different with like what was available to be nominated, what we would have nominated. But these are just like it's free reign. Any movie that came
yeah.
out in 2025. What are the 10 best pictures? Luke, let's go.
All right,
We'll go. You want to go back to back like 10-10, or do you want
sure.
to go 10 straight?
We can
Okay.
go back to back. We can go kind of quick even. But at 10, um, I have Die My Love.
Yeah.
Which I was a lot higher on than like every other person who watched
Yeah.
this movie. I think it's great. I'm a fan of Lynn Ramsey. I think it's really funny, and I think there's a lot of small details that are um, really cool. It's shot really, really well.
I
Um,
My Love has my favorite shot in a film that came out last year. That is my favorite shot. It's like that beach scene
yeah,
where the
yeah,
water's going
that's
through
yeah,
the
right,
people.
right,
I think it's the best shot of the year,
incredible.
like for sure.
Yeah, okay.
My number 10, my number 10 is Joan of Arc,
Oh
which
yeah,
is yeah, which
put
is a
people
really
on.
like yeah, put people on. Like I told Luke to watch it and he liked it as well. It's my first Icelandic film, and they need to make every movie in Iceland. Like it's so gorgeous. Um, and what Palmason is doing is like most of his like it seems simple enough, right? Just plant a camera down and do all this stuff, but like I think the again, I probably would have had that the best edited film of the year. I think it's edited so
Yeah,
well,
which
and
is
it immediately captures your attention with that first shot. That first shot is so gorgeous. Like you're sitting on this hill, and I think the the conversations between the two boys is really funny. Like it feels real, and they're actual brothers in real life,
oh cool.
and it just feels real. Like they're teasing each other, and I was just smiling the whole time. I'm just like, this is a fun time watching these brothers, and it's also very metaphorical
Yeah.
of Joan of Arc, of building something that you're going to destroy,
Yep.
which I really liked. Your
All
number
right.
9.
My number nine's Hamnet, which again I'm higher on than I mean it's rated very highly, but it's just like a lot of people don't like it, kind of like that I see. But like you're a lot lower on it, right? Um,
Yeah, yeah.
I cried like a bitch. It got me. It
Oh, you
got
did.
me. Yeah, and I love those kids, like Noah and Jacoby Jupe.
Yeah,
Like they should be nominated. I think like they're
yeah. I've seen
awesome.
Jacoby in a few things. I forget what I've seen him in.
Really.
I've seen him in a couple things.
Um,
Jacoby Jupe.
Interesting. Yeah, and then Noah Jupe was like famous child actor, but I don't remember anything recently. And then he was Hamlet in the play, and is steals the movie is so good, and that
Yeah,
scene.
that last little section is so good.
Yeah. Okay. What's your 9?
My number 9 is Eddington.
Yeah.
I was I wasn't high on Eddington when I first watched it, and Luke was getting on my ass about it. Um, I think it's I think it's the funniest movie of the year. I think it's
Safe
hilarious.
to say.
I have so much fun watching that movie. And the thing what made me want to rewatch it is because after I watched it, I gave it a 3 star, but then I just couldn't stop thinking about it. From the day after, from the moment I left the theater,
Me
I
too.
might have given it a 3, but I was like, man, I can't stop thinking about this movie. Like, there's something about it that's
Yeah.
super cool. I love the climax thing at the end. I love the camera movement that Ari Aster's doing around Joaquin at the end. It's really cool. Um, I think it's a great commentary on America, and I showed it to my parents, and my parents are big Republican people, and I
Mm.
was like, "You gotta let's see what you think about
Did they
this," and they
like it?
liked it.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah, they
yeah.
liked it.
I think,
Yeah, they thought it
yeah,
was funny, and they're laughing. So it was a fun time watching it with my parents, and I think the acting's insane, and it's well directed, and everything's good about it.
I agree. Um,
Yep.
I'll, that might come up later. My number
Yeah.
8 is Marty Supreme, which we already talked about enough, I think. So
Yeah. 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 I think my number eight should have been nominated for screenplay, which is Sorry Baby. I
yeah,
love Sorry.
I've been thinking
I
about
love
that one a
Sorry Baby.
lot recently. It's really good.
Sorry Baby. That's a movie that's lingering. Like it's something. There's this tone about it that's very depressing, but the way that Eva Victor plays it is like very like standoffish. Like she doesn't want to confront this trauma that she's been through. And the cool thing is like you don't get to see it, but it's described to you.
Yeah, which is my favorite. I
On
love that it does that.
Yeah, and I like that shot where she's in the house and it just sits there, right? And then you watch her walk home. Like
Yeah, because you
there's
know
something
you
about it.
don't
Like
need to see
you
it.
know what's you know what's happening,
Yeah,
and then the fact that she has to her office is in the same office like adds
yeah,
fuel to the flame. I think his relationship with the neighbor is really good, and I think that end scene where he's talking to the baby was
yeah.
she was
Awesome.
saying like sorry baby for that
Sorry, baby.
go you have to go through this one time, like
Yeah,
you might have to go through this and I'll be here for you,
I think,
like no one's really been there for me. It's so good.
and a lot of those,
Ah,
I kind of went into it like, oh, this is gonna be a corny take on like trauma, and like it is such a really genius, take on that kind of on its themes, and it does it so kind of perfectly.
yeah, it's so
It's
good.
really good. Um, my number 7 is No Other Choice. Park Chan Wook, a notable snub. Awesome
Man,
movie, really funny. Um, yeah, it's great.
Park Chan looks great, man.
Yeah, hot take. This guy,
Can
he
you make a bad
loves
movie? I don't know.
movies, and you can feel that, and it's
Yeah, yeah.
very, you know, layered and really good. Yeah,
I would talk about it now, but
yeah,
you'll see it much later on my list. My number seven is One Battle After Another. I have fun with it. I just think it's not as again. I dig more personal stuff. I think it's great on every level. It just doesn't click for me on like a emotional level. I love it completely. I mean, we've talked about it deserves every nomination. It's a great movie. And I don't know. PTA working on a high budget is just amazing. You love to see it. So I mean, yeah, I love it. It's really high.
yeah. Um,
Six.
my 6 is Hong Sang Soo's "What Does That Nature Say to You." Um,
Yeah. Here we go.
uh,
This is why doesn't this get nominated?
yeah, yeah. The Academy's sleeping on Hong Sang Soo. I don't know. It's a hard movie to recommend, but I actually think this is the first Hong Sang Soo I've seen, and there's some people who say it's a bad place to start. I kind of thought it was a great place to start. It's really, you kind of get into it pretty instantly in the setup where it's a boyfriend and a girlfriend, and basically the boyfriend meeting the girlfriend's family, and in Hong Sang Soo fashion, the movie goes on. It's shot on like digital, and it's kind of low quality, which is a little off putting to some people. I think it's beautiful and it's so good. On rewatch, this might go up to like top 3 of the year. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't want to. It's hard to talk about it without giving anything away, but give it a shot.
Yeah, yeah. Number six is also like a very unknown foreign film, which is Reflections of a Dead Diamond. It's so incredibly good. Like I think it's the best directed film, maybe the decade. I think it's I don't understand how a movie like this could be made. I think it's a culmination of all of my favorite things about all my favorite directors, and even like directors I don't like that I appreciate. Like I think it's has a lot of Fulci in it, like a lot of Gallo and stuff. Like Fulci and Argento, De Palma, Bergman, and Lynch all in one movie. Like the best things you can take from all those people. These people somehow make a movie that, again, I will say that the movie has a plot that you literally cannot understand. It's presented in a way where you're not supposed to understand anything. It's basically a culmination of a comic book. They're remaking what a comic book would be. That the guy who's the actor is playing his own person that he wrote a comic book for that he's the main character of. It's just insane, and it's just like a thriller. It's gorgeous. I don't understand some of the shots that are done in it. Like it's a sweeping tale, and like I don't even care about the plot at that point. That's one of the few like I don't care about the plot. I'm watching it. I'm like it's like you're on LSD while watching that movie.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna watch that soon. My five
It's
is
so
One
good.
Battle After Another, so not much
Yeah.
else to say.
And my number five is Blue Moon. Like I've already
There we go.
talked about enough why I love Blue Moon.
All
So
right, my number four is Avatar: Fire and Ash. Incredible movie.
yep.
Almost was higher. I'm a huge Avatar fan. There's stuff with the whales in this movie, which I think is like maybe my favorite of the franchise, kind of like their arc. Um, kind of Avatar is kind of just about like you gotta sometimes you just gotta fight, like you just have to fight,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
and um, I mean I could go on and on, but maybe another time. But yeah, great
Yeah.
movie.
My number four is Sinners. I mean, I think it's mostly like the soundtrack is just it sweeps me in, and I think it's a really cool like I the vampires. At first, I when I first watched it, I like didn't like the vampire part of it on the second half, and on a rewatch, I dug the vampire stuff. Like it was, and the lighting and the clouds and all that stuff.
Yeah,
It's just amazing.
great clouds. Sorry, baby. Also great clouds. Um,
Yep.
I will say, Sinners. I haven't rewatched it since its release in IMAX, and all of everything I've said this whole podcast might be changed if I rewatch. Just unfortunately, it was a while ago.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But my
My
number.
number.
Oh,
Oh, was that your number four or?
no, no, no.
Oh,
My
okay.
number four was
Yeah.
Avatar.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
What's your number three?
Uh, the mastermind Kelly Reichardt.
Oh yes, I see. See, I haven't seen that
I
one. I
know
want
you
to see that one
haven't.
so bad.
Yeah, really, so so good. I think this would honestly, I would pick this to win best editing. It's probably my favorite editing of the year. It's perfectly, paced, and people would not agree. But Josh O'Connor is awesome, and yeah, there's a lot of performances in this movie which are really cool and interesting. And there's a lot kind of going on. There's stuff going on in the background that I think is like really impactful commentary. Um, but yeah, okay. What's yours?
Would you say that you would have to you should probably have a couple Reichardt movies in your bag before you see that?
I think you'll like it better if you do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And yeah, exactly. I've seen. And my number three is Avatar: Fire and Ash. I mean, it's just so good. I mean, it's not the best of the series. I think Way of Water is better, but I think Una Chaplin does so good. Like I wouldn't be opposed to Una Chaplin getting a nomination. Like there's like some weird thing that she had, like this aura that
yeah,
she exudes. That's like so cool.
awesome.
Um, and the climax is really well done. Again, like James Cameron can't go wrong with visuals in Avatar. Like it's just so good.
Yeah, okay.
Top two.
My number two is Eddington. I
Yep.
think it's a really, really, really smart movie, and I don't think a lot of people are like really dismissing it, saying it's like Civil War and like apolitical, and I just like really disagree. I won't go like too into that, but like um there's great performances, great moments. It's extremely funny, like really well shot. Like the cinematography is super dynamic and interesting across the board. And Joe Cross is like such a good character. Like so, like you could
Yeah.
like I could write like a 20-page essay on his character alone.
Yeah.
Emma Stone is awesome, and that Austin Butler's in it. Uh, yeah, I mean, it's great.
My number two is Sentimental Value. Um, I will say, like, the reason it's not higher or not number one is just because I go into a Trier movie with incredible expectations, and the way that it was being talked about before it came out, it was like, oh, this is better than Worst Person in the World. So I came into the idea that I was gonna like it better, and Worst Person in the World is my favorite movie. So I was like, okay, is this gonna be my favorite movie? Um, and it's really good, but I think I was just blinded on the first watch that that this is supposed to be the best movie I've ever seen. And then I rewatched it, and then I was much higher on it, and it went up in my ranking a lot. Um, it's it's good, man. I think it's well shot. I think it's Trier's best looking movie, for sure.
I agree. I think it's his
Um,
best like done movie. Like
yeah,
I think I kind of had the opposite experience. Well, actually, I'll talk about it later. Well, actually,
yeah.
it's not my it's my number
You're right
one.
now.
Yeah, I can talk about it right now.
Yeah,
So, yeah, I kind of I'm not the biggest fan. Worst Person in the World I think is a really good movie, but it's not it's Eli's like literal favorite movie, and so it's I went into it with like we'll see. I'm not big on this director, and it's like one of my favorite movies of all time. I think that's safe to say, and yeah, um, that I think it's his I think he takes such a big step up in kind of like craft and execution from Worst Person in the
yeah,
World from my perspective. I think like every it just feels like he's really matured, and like he is locked in, and he talked a lot about um I think this is my favorite fact about the movie is he was talking about how Stellan Skarsgård plays the director, and the end of the movie is a movie directed by Stellan Skarsgård's character. Like you're seeing the movie, right? That'll make sense if
yeah,
you've seen the movie. Um, and Trier talked about like how he had to step it up. He had to step his game up because he was like, this guy is a better director than I am, and so I have to be like I have to be better when I'm doing this because this is a better director
yeah,
than me. And like
yeah.
that's
That's cool.
so interesting um because of it, the way he's talked about in the movie. Gustav Borg, it's kind of true. All-time great performances from everyone, and made me super emotional multiple times. Yeah.
Yeah. My number one is the most snubbed movie of the year, which is No Other Choice. I think it's so good. I mean, I'm a big Park Chan Wook guy. Like, Old Boy's in my top five movies all time. I think. I mean, this is the editing win. I think this is the best edited movie, maybe of the decade. Like, it's nuts. The things that Park Chan Wook is doing with the camera, no one. There's some things he does in this movie that no one's like ever done. Like, like I don't fathom. Like, there's some things that he's doing where I'm like, how do you even come up with an idea to transition like that? Like the transitions in this movie, it's like every scene has something going on that surprises you. Whether that's in its comedy, whether that's in its directing, editing, performances, like they're consistent all the way through. And then the ending just put the nail in the coffin for me. I think it's like a great take on AI. Like I think it's the whole movie to me, like this personally is just an allegory for AI. Like the main character, he's basically killing off all these employees, and it's basically like what supposedly like AI will do to us as working class people until they're the only one. Like he's the only one working at the end, and it's just like very daunting. And seeing like these robots take down the trees like was very strange. I had this like sink in my heart feeling
Yeah,
for it.
me
So yeah,
too.
no other choices. So good, so good.
Yeah, great movie.
Which leads us
All
to
right.
the last section, which is the Best Picture nominees, which is obviously not everything that we named, but it's Begonia, F1 somehow, Frankenstein,
Yeah,
Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sinners, and Train Dreams. Um, yeah, I mean, I would have changed it a little bit, like it was just an accident over Train Dreams or something like that,
sure.
or
Yeah,
F1,
totally.
like
I mean, Avatar, I
something
think
super
should have
small.
clearly gotten it over F1. If we
Yeah,
were doing
F1
like
and
the
it was just an accident.
blockbuster,
Yeah,
yeah, and it was just an accident, the Palm winner.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. What's
Wouldn't
your?
really change the outcome. Wouldn't really change the outcome for me
Yeah.
of One Battle winning. Um, I think One Battle is gonna win, and then I think I want Sentimental Value to win. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. My favorite
Yeah.
movie that's listed here.
So I have the same thing. I think. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
sentimental value, my favorite, and then One Battle. Just seems like it really has it in the bag. I'd be really shocked if it went a different direction.
Yeah, I put question marks next to Sinners
All right.
because
That'll
just
be
just
interesting.
be just because it got so many nominations, I'm like, man, is the Academy like just really high on this movie?
Yeah.
Like I understand they love One Battle After Another, but like is Sinners like because they Sinners is being marked as like the movie of our time, right? So it's like which I don't disagree with totally, like I believe it's a movie it's so out of league for Ryan Coogler to make a movie like this that's not just big Marvel or
Yeah. He
whatever
takes
or
huge
Creed.
risks in Sinners. It's
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
I just think it came out in March and it wasn't intended to be an awards movie. It didn't come out in the awards season, and I think that's just gonna hit it enough where I don't think
And
it's
it,
gonna
and
win.
it killed at the box office.
It did, yeah,
It killed. It did amazing.
yeah,
So yeah, those are our Oscar predictions. So we'll see how well this ages.
yeah. I don't know.
We'll see. I don't think we made any crazy predictions other than like F1, like with me,
Right.
like
I mean,
F1
I think
winning.
Wagner Mora.
Yeah, that's
That
a
might
crazy
be
take.
if
I'll
he
be
wins, that would be a
yeah. You're gonna be like
crazy
hailed.
prediction.
You're gonna be
Yeah,
hailed on the internet.
yeah, yeah.
Um, but I think what we're gonna do for the Watchlist podcast is every episode we're going to give each other a suggestion of a movie that they haven't seen that we really want to see. But we've put some guideline rules where it's like I can't tell Luke to watch a 7-hour movie, like
Thank
he
you.
has school, right? And I'll have work. And I also don't want to pick a movie that I like that I think Luke might not totally love. So I will suggest to you, Luke, in the next 2 weeks or whenever we film our next podcast,
Yeah.
to watch The Young Girls of Rochefort
Okay.
because that to me is a perfect movie through and through. And it's also, you'll have fun with it because you'll be smiling the whole time. I think it's the most joy inducing film.
Cool.
And it's better than Umbrellas, in my opinion. And I know you like Umbrellas. Who doesn't like Umbrellas? It's really fun. My mom always mentions how much she hates that movie only because she's heard me watch it. And it's a musical in
Right.
French.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
like their tones and like
It's
dee 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 dee
yeah,
dee.
yeah,
Like my mom's like, man, that just pisses me off.
yeah.
But I mean, I've seen it 3 times, I think, and every time it gets better.
Cool.
So I'll be interested to see what you think
Yeah,
about that one.
that's cool. For you, I have a John Ford movie.
Okay,
I'm
great,
a
nice.
huge John Ford fan, and
Yes.
the Best Picture winner, How Green Was My Valley, is what I'm picking.
Okay, great.
It's melodrama, really sweet. There's this like nostalgic air in the movie, and it's just really beautiful. Um, you know, I could see someone, even you, like maybe really not like vibing with it, but uh,
Yeah,
you know, I'm just gonna take a chance here and just like, cause
yeah.
I mean,
I
I
like
love
John
this
Ford.
movie. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's kind of different than his, probably the ones that you've seen, and the ones
yeah,
that I've seen. I think um, it's really good, and I think there's like a lot of sweetness in it, and sadness in it that you might like. So, yeah,
yeah, yeah. Sick. Well, we'll have to watch those,
yep,
and we'll probably review them at the top of the next episode.
yep.
But I mean, I feel like we were having a conversation for like 5 hours
I know.
about the Oscar, and so hopefully it's a decent length. But yeah, so this is our first episode. We'll see how consistent we can be. We probably will be
Yeah,
because we like talking film. Like this is basically our lives is watching movies.
yeah,
Like I feel like that's basically my entire life
yep.
because you watched over 600 last year, right?
I don't even know.
650 or
Maybe.
something. And I
Yeah,
watched 700. So we were just
including
absolutely
shorts,
cruising. And
right?
yeah, we're
Yeah.
including shorts. Yeah. And I'm planning to get to 730 movies this year.
Oh wow,
That's my goal
that's
because
a
I want to
good
watch
goal.
two per day. So we'll
Wow.
see. I'm already behind.
Yeah,
Figure it out. But
yeah,
yeah, hopefully, maybe on a later episode after the Oscars, we'll revisit some blatant wrongs that we have chosen today.
yeah,
Because,
definitely. Or rights.
well, like, or rights. I mean, I have a feeling we'll be right on like, especially the arts and crafts with
Yeah.
Frankenstein.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna count our predictions and our wants as a win.
Yep.
If either of them wins something,
Yeah,
we'll be
yeah,
like, okay, we predicted that correctly. Okay, cool, man. Well, I think that's the end. I don't know how
yeah.
we conclude. I guess that's it right there.
Yeah. Thanks for listening. If you actually listened, yeah. See you next episode.